Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So today we are going to start with the exercise 7.2 as we have already started yesterday or for that. So today let us start with question number 5. So how many questions are left now? There are 10 questions in total. Okay, let us start with this now. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the point this and this is divided by the x-axis. Okay, so there is a line segment which is made by joining the points 1 comma minus 5 and minus 4 comma 5. There are 2 points A and B and I have joined them. So there is a line segment AB. It is divided by x-axis. So it is divided by x-axis. So if it is divided by x-axis, if it is divided by the point on x-axis, then this point, let us take D, and the coordinates of this point will be x comma 0. So let D x comma 0. Why we have took the coordinates x comma 0? Because this point is lying on x-axis. It is written, and on x-axis we have the coordinates x comma 0, because y on x-axis is always 0. Y on x-axis is always 0, so we have to consider y as 0. On the Cartesian plane, on x-axis we have, on each and every point on x-axis we have y equals to 0. So that's why y we have to take 0 and x we don't know. So let d x comma 0 divide AB into k ratio 1. So ratio that we are assuming is k ratio 1, as I have told you yesterday, that by assuming k ratio 1 it is easy for us to solve. Now by section formula, and we are going to use only the value of y. Okay, let us use both because we have to calculate the point of division also. Okay, so by using section formula, x is equals to x1 m2 plus x2 m1 upon m1 plus m2. Okay, Daljit ma'am. Wait. Harsh Rawat. Switch on your video, otherwise I am removing you. Absent will be marked. He is not here, I guess. Let me remove him. Okay, and the second y is equal to y1 m2 plus y2 m1 upon m1 plus. Sana is asking that, sir, how d we have assumed x comma 0. Just read the line. The line segment AB is divided by x-axis. If a line is divided by x-axis, it means on x-axis we always have some value of x, but we have always y equal to 0. Is it clear, Sanya? On x-axis y is always 0. Yeah, good. Now we do not know the value of x, and we have assumed that the ratio is k ratio 1. So let us put the values. So x1 is 1, x1 is 1, and m2 is 1. This is m2 and this is m1. So plus x2 is minus 4 and m1 is k. Then m1 plus m2 means k plus 1. Then y is equals to y, the value of y is given, that is 0. Then y1 is minus 5 multiplied by 1 plus y2 is 5 multiplied by m1, that is k. Then k plus 1. After this, we can't, let us solve this side also. 1 minus 4k upon k plus 1. And k plus 1 multiply this side by 0, it will become 0. And this side minus 5 plus 5k is equal to 0. And with this side, no, we'll be able to take out the value of k. 5 is equal to 5k. And k finally is equal to 5 by 5, and it is equal to 1. So put the value of k here. Let this be first, and let us put the value of k here now. So it is 1 minus 4 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2. You can write here, we have used first equation that k is 1. So x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So ratio is what? K ratio 1. We have to find the ratio also. We have to find the value of x also. Ratio is k is to 1, and k value we have calculated 1. So the ratio is 1 ratio 1. After that, coordinates of point D are, see, coordinates of point D are x comma 0. Now, which is, in place of x, we have to put the value of x, which is minus 3 by 2 comma 0. If it is not clear, no, then see one more time. See from the starting. First of all, note it down. Note down the last steps. Where k plus 1 gone from here? K plus 1 multiplied by 0. K plus 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. How 0 came here in place of y? Wait, I am explaining you again. Just note it down once. I'll explain the full question again. Okay, see one more time. Is this clear? This diagram which I have made, is this clear? Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A and B. So this is a line segment which is joining point A and point B. And this line segment is divided by x-axis. So it is divided by a point, and that point is lying on x-axis. If a point is lying on x-axis, then the coordinates are always x comma 0. See this? On Cartesian plane, if a point is lying on x-axis, suppose this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, then what are the coordinates of this 3? Here we have the value of x 3, but here we have the value of y as 0. That, and here see this also 2 comma 0, this also 1 comma 0. So it means if a point is lying on x-axis, it means it has value of x, but it has value of y as always 0. X can take any value, but y will be 0 every time. So that's why here we have assumed that the point D has coordinates x comma 0. I think this is clear now. Now just write the statement. Let dx comma 0 be the point which divides the line AB into the ratio k ratio 1. This we have to assume k ratio 1. Yes, Sania, you are correct. If dx comma 0 divides the line this in the ratio of k ratio 1, after this, no, bisection formula, you can write this and this. Now what is x? This is x. And what is y? This is y. So in place of x we have to write only x, and in place of y we have to write 0 because y is 0. After that x1 y1 and x2 y2 are given here, and m1 m2 is this. This is m1, this is k, and m2 is 1. So put the values from here, and this is x1 and this is y1, this is x2 and y2. So put all the values, and this is x and y. I have written all the things again. These are the things you have to look for. These are all the values given. Where the value of x is not given, that is x only. Now after using the formula, you can put all the values. X we don't know, x1, m2, m2 all we have written. Understood, Ankur? Very good. Now here also you can put all the values. After putting all the values, now in place of y we can write 0, but in place of x we can't write anything as the value is not given here. The value is given 0, and with the help of this y formula, no, with the help of this y coordinate, we will be able to take out the value of k simply, because here we know all the values except the value of k. This x k plus 1 gone this side, k plus 1 multiplied by 0 0, then 5 this side, and divided by 5 you will get the value of k 1. Now put the value of k here to take out the value of x. Till here we have solved. After this we can't solve if we do not have any value either of x or of k. Here we got the value of x from here 1, so I have put the value of k here, and after that I got the value of x, and rest the ratio which is asked in the question is 1:1 because the k is 1. As we have assumed the ratio is k ratio 1, so that's why k is to 1 means 1:1 because k value we have took out, that is 1. And coordinates of point D also it is asked in the question. See this, find the coordinates of the point of division. The point of division is this D point, so find the coordinates of this. So coordinates of point D will be x comma 0, and the value of x is minus 3/2, so it is minus 3/2 comma 0. This way. Yuvraj, Ankur, this way we have to do. Okay, you were asking. Now next question. Now see this. If 1 comma 2, 4 comma y, x comma 6, 3 comma 5 are the vertices of the parallelogram taken in order. Are the vertices of parallelogram taken in order, find the value of x and y. So these 4 points are the what is the parallelogram. Let us draw the parallelogram. Okay. It is written here taken in order. So we'll take in the same order, means so A, B, C, D with the coordinates of A 1 ratio 1 comma 2, then 4 comma y, then C is x comma 6, and D is 3 comma 5. Let's draw the diagonals of this, because diagonals will help us to solve. Let this point of intersection be point P, and let the coordinates of this point be A comma B. You can, as we don't know the coordinates, so I am just writing A comma B. In this, no, the question is quite important, and this type of question also I have seen many a times in boards, parallelogram, circle related to this. As here you should know the property of parallelogram that sets the diagonals of the parallelogram. In starting, I have told you two formulas, one section formula when we have any ratio other than 1:1, and when we have ratio 1:1, then at that time I have told you the midpoint formula. Okay, so that we are going to use here. How to see? Let P A B be the point of intersection of diagonal. Let PAB be the point of intersection of diagonals. So diagonals are intersecting at point P where the coordinates are A comma B. Okay, since diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, since diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, it means this side is equal to this and this side is equal to this side. If this side is equal to this, it means the ratio is 1:1, and here also the ratio is 1:1 because these are equal. This is also equal. So 1:1 from this side and 1:1 from this side also. So how, if the ratio is 1:1, or we can say that if the point is the midpoint, if P is the midpoint of AC, so we can write here, therefore P A comma B is midpoint of AC. You can write, if diagonals are bisecting each other of a parallelogram, it means P is the midpoint of AC and P is the midpoint of DB. So I'm writing first of all that P is the midpoint of AC. So how to calculate the coordinates of P? A is equals to x1 plus x2 upon 2, and B is equals to y1 plus y2 upon 2. So Sania is asking, sir, why we are taking 1:1? Why we are not taking 4:4, 3:3, 5:5 like this? If the sides are equal, then we can take any ratio. Beta, Sania, if you are taking 5:5, 3:3, you can cut them all. They will be 1:1 only. There is no difference between 3:3 and 1:1. All will give you the same answer. So easiest way is 1:1. That's why we are taking this. Yeah, they'll cut. They are in division form, no? Ratio it is. So how to calculate A and B with the help of point AC? If I am writing here P is the midpoint of AC, then you have to look the coordinates of AC. So what is x1? 1. What is x2 here? X upon 2. Then B is equals to y1 is 2, y2 is 6. So 2 plus 6 upon 2. So here it is 1 plus x upon 2. And this side it is 8 upon 2 and it is 4. Fine. Okay, then After this, you can write downward if you do not have any space. I have here space. I'm writing this side. Similarly, P again we can say is midpoint of the side DB. This formula, no, I am using first time, I guess, till now. I have not used, but I have told you in the beginning that this formula also we can use. It will help us. So if P is the midpoint of DB, then we have to look for the coordinates of D and B. So A is equals to x1 means 3 plus 4 upon 2, and B is equals to 5 plus y upon 2. So it is 7 upon 2, and this is just 5 plus y upon 2. Now consider this as the first and consider this as second. So from first and second. See here, here is, you can compare these two. The value of A here and the value of A here. The same way you can compare this side also, the value of B and the value of B. Make them equal, you will get the value of x and y. A is equal to 1 plus x upon 2, and here the A is equal to 7 upon 2. And on the other hand, here B is equal to 4, and here B is equal to 5 plus y upon 2. Cross multiply, 2 plus 2x is equal to 14. 8 is equal to 5 plus y. 2x is equal to 12. Here 8 minus 5 is equal to y. So here x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. So these are the values of x and y. Y is asked in the question. Yeah, so these are the values of x and y. Yes, Sagodas, x is 6. Yes, Ankur, the y is 3. So this is the way. This is the full concept which I have done here. That diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, so we can use this formula, midpoint formula. Now moving on to the next. I think we'll not be able to complete today. Okay, after this, the next. How AB, point B is the midpoint of AC. Okay. Yes, that's why no, Sanya, because diagonals are equal and bisect each other. No, but diagonals are not equal. Diagonals are not equal, Sanya. In parallelogram, diagonals are never equal. But in parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. Right. See this. See this once you can DB is bisecting AC and AC is bisecting DB. So if these two lines are bisecting each other, it means this point is the midpoint of AC because AP is equal to PC. This you know better. You have done this part in ninth too many times, I think, in quadrilaterals, in triangles, and in many chapters. Okay, so if the diagonals are bisecting, it means this side and this side are equal, and this side and this side are equal. If the if two sides are equal, if this is equal to this, it means P is the midpoint. No, then only no, this side and this side is equal. Yes, the same way this side is equal to this side, it means P is the midpoint of AC, P is the midpoint of DB. This much of explanation is justified. Just write this and you can write directly this. Yeah. Seventh now. Find the coordinates of point A where AB is the diameter of the circle. Now AB is the diameter of the circle whose center is given 2 comma minus 3. Let this point be point C. Okay, and B is 1 comma 4. And we have to find the coordinates of point A. X1, let it be x1 comma y1. Let A right, let coordinates of A be x1 comma y1. Now again here we can use that midpoint formula from section formula. Let coordinates of A be this, since AB is diameter and C is center, therefore C is midpoint of AB. Why? Since AC will be equal to CB. Radii of same circle. This is even no need to write. Just you can write if you want to just make it clear why it is happening. So AC and CB are equal because these are the radii of the same circle. In the same way, C is the center, so it is exactly the midpoint of AB. So C is the midpoint of AB. In this way, we can apply the same formula. Bisection formula with ratio 1:1. So it is x is equal to x1 plus y1 upon 2 and y is equals to, sorry, what I have written this, x2, x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. After this, what is x1 here? X1 we don't know. And what is x? X, the midpoint we know, that is 2. And x2 is also given, that is 1 upon 2. The same way this side. Y also we know, that is minus 3. And y1 is unknown and y2 is 4 upon 2. Solve the both sides. It is very easy. X1 is equal to 3. And here minus 6 is equal to y1 plus 4. And y1 is equal to minus 10. Minus 6, minus 4, minus 10. These are the values. So A, coordinates of A are t comma minus 10. Note it down. Is it clear? Moving on further to the next. Find the coordinate of a point A. No, again it is, I guess, the same. Copied. So in place of this, it is this question. This is the next question now. Three by seven AB. This is only given AP 3 by 7 AB. Okay. So this is the next question. Question number 8. If A and B are this and this, find the coordinates of P such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. And P lies on the line segment AB. P lies on the line segment AB. So I am making a line segment. So line segment here we have AB, where A is minus 2 comma 2, minus 2 comma minus 2, and B is 2 comma minus 4, and P lies on this, and the coordinates of P we don't know, let it be x comma y, and they are trying to tell us the ratio. First of all, write let P xy lies on line AB, line segment AB. Then it is given that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. AP is equal to 3 by 7 of AB. So how we can write this? It is like this. Means AP by AB. Bring this AB this side in the denominator. Now AP by AB is 3 by 7. Means AP is 3 and AB is 7. Try to understand this carefully. AP is 3 and this full is 7. Then what is this part? Obviously 4. Not 3 ratio 7. It is 3 ratio 4. Sanya is writing 3 ratio 7. No, 3 ratio 7. It is 3 ratio 4 because total is 7. AP by AB is given. AP by AB is given 3 by 7. So we have to take out the ratio AP is to PB. Yes. So it is 3 ratio 4. So PB, see this one more time. If Raj is asking, AP by AB is given. See this, AP by AB is 3 to 7. So this is 3 and this total is 7. So 7 minus 3, this part will be 4. 7 minus 3, this part will be 4. So this is 3 ratio 4. The ratio that we have to take is 3 ratio 4, not 3 ratio 7. So here PB is 7 minus 3, which is 4. And in this way we can say that AP is to PV is 3 by 4, or we can write the ratio is 3:4. This is the only part, the main part. Otherwise the same, rest is all same. Bisection formula, it can be 7 AP is equals to 3 AB, but how it will make sense? Just bring this AB this side, then only you will be able to know what is the ratio. Ankur, it isn't multiplication, no? Bring this for division, A as the denominator on the left side. Then you will get to know what is the ratio, 3:7. But 3:7 is not making sense as it is AB. See this, at down it is AB, and AB is just total. We are not required to do with this. AB is just total. So AP is 3, then PB will be total minus 3, that is 4. So 3:4 is the ratio, right, in this way. Then bisection formula, now bisection formula again the same. X is equals to x1 m2 plus x2 m1 upon m1 plus m2. The same way, y is equals to m1 y1 m2 plus y2 m1 upon m1 plus m2. Rest is all same, just we have x1 y1 also, x2 y2 also, to put the values and take out the answer. X2 is 2 and m1 is 3 upon m1 plus m2, 3 plus 4. In the same way here, y1 is minus 2 and m2 is 4 plus y2 is minus 4 and m1 is 3 upon 3 plus 4. So it is minus 8 plus 6 upon 7, and it is minus 8 minus 12 upon 7. So here we have minus 2 by 7, and here we have minus 20 by 7. So coordinates of P are minus 2 by 7 and minus 20 by 7. Yes, these are the answers.